Well, hello, folks out there in YouTube land. Got a big show lined up for you. Let's get right on into it. All right, folks, we're going to talk about Tennessee and Mississippi State coming at you Saturday at 7 o'clock. I got my two bros in here, Chillmont and Junebug.
Hi, I'm Larry. This is my brother Daryl. That's my other brother Daryl.
You folks been requesting that I do a show with them, which I am going to do right now. I always do. All right, folks, brought my bros in here. I got Chillmont and Junebug. Y'all been requesting them, and I thought I'd bring them in. We're going to talk about Tennessee's situation right now. Coming off the victory against Kentucky, they're now 7-1. They're solidly in the playoff hunt. They're sitting at number 7. They would be getting a home field advantage right now. We've got Mississippi State coming up. Then, of course, we got Georgia, and we got one other easy game. I can't even remember which one that is.
UTEP.
UTEP, that's right.
The Miners of
and we got Vanderbilt. We got Vanderbilt, too.
That's the thing I wish people would not forget about, because I'm under the opinion you can survive losing to Georgia. I don't think you can survive losing to Vanderbilt. Here's why. Because you'd have 2 losses, and you'd have a loss against Arkansas and Vanderbilt. If you lose to Georgia, your 2 losses are Arkansas and Georgia. I don't think you survive losing to Vanderbilt, even if you beat Georgia. I really don't. I think the Vanderbilt game is more important than the Georgia game. I'm sorry.
It would hurt you with voters, because voters have Vanderbilt in the back of their mind as being just a really bad team, even though this year they're not.
Plus, it would be, what have you done for me lately? And that'd be the last game, and going into the voting, it's like, oh, they got beat by the chump.
Yeah, I agree. Lose to Vanderbilt.
I agree. I think that's the game. That's the game of the year for us. I think it's Vanderbilt. It's not Georgia.
We still got to get by. We got Mississippi State coming in. It's going to be another 7 o'clock game, by the way. And I think Georgia's a night game too.
It is 7:30 ABC Georgia.
That's not good for us because it's a
no.
But look, we're an evening team now because we're good.
Yeah.
That's
we're
where
prime time team.
All the good teams are going at 7 o'clock.
That's true.
And they know they get the ratings.
I'm so popular. Everybody loves me so much.
I'm telling you, these road games, night road games in the SEC
are tough.
I think it's a 10-point advantage. I really do.
Oh, it's definitely
it's
10 points at Neyland.
At least 10 points, yeah.
And you'll like this, Chillmont. The officials get affected by it. I'm convinced of it.
Yeah, well, they still always cheat us, but yeah. And they're going to cheat us so bad in Georgia, it's going to be ridiculous. I may break a TV, John Boy.
But everybody calls me Psycho. Any of you guys call me Francis, and I'll kill you.
I think as long as you play, if you just are competitive, I think you can survive that loss.
Yeah.
Boys, we might not lose that game. I'm telling you,
we can beat
them. Beck is throwing a lot of interceptions.
You got to beat the commode doors. You just have to. You got to beat the commode doors.
How dare you!
Yeah, that too. Got to beat. Well, you got to beat Mississippi State too coming up Saturday.
Well, first things first. What is
Mississippi Mistake is their nickname?
Are they 2-7, John?
Huh?
Mississippi State, are they 2-7?
They hadn't won anything.
Mississippi State.
They got Jeff Leby. They got a good coach, Jeff Leby. He came from, I believe he was at Oklahoma. He was offensive coordinator.
Yep, he came to an empty cupboard there. But then so did Heupel, and boy, he turned it around quick.
Boy, no kidding. Gosh, that's incredible what he's done at this place. I mean, it's we got to talk about Nico. I think Nico, the last 6 quarters, he's changed. He's developed very quickly, and he's looking good.
He's getting better. There's no doubt about it. He played pretty good the last ball game. They still, to me, they're still flawed on offense. And just shoot themselves in the foot, whether it's a bad penalty holding or, a fumble at the wrong spot when you're driving, or just drop passes by the wide receivers.
It's always at the worst time, seems like. We'll have a drive going, and it's the worst time, and it's either a fumble or a drop pass or, good Lord, have we had more penalties? No more holding and false start and hands to the face, please. I mean,
Well,
that's what worries me about Georgia. It's going to be loud as crap. But anyway, Mississippi State. I mean, are they any good on either side of the ball?
Their offense is pretty good. They're decent. Their defense is not very good, which I think it's a good matchup for us. I mean, we should be able to handle them, but we just don't seem to get over the hump on offense. So I think it's going to be like a 30-15 type of ball game. I don't think we're going to kill them. I just don't think we got it in the offense yet. He's getting there. You're right, John. He's playing better, but he's got to have help.
Well, it'd be helpful if they would catch perfect passes that are for touchdowns like last week. I mean, he hit 2 guys square in both hands, and they weren't passes that would be that difficult to catch for guys of their level. It's just maybe they're just, I don't know. I know this much. From this point forward, if I'm him, I'm like, look, I'm going to hit you in the hands. Be ready. And he was overthrowing them there for a while, but he's quit doing that.
Yeah, Nimrod dropped a perfect.
Yeah, that was a great pass. Man,
well, that's it. I mean, if you look at it, we're 2 passes away last week from it being a total blowout and Nico having over 400 yards.
But we've been saying that every week. I
mean, we're this close. We haven't quite clicked. Maybe we will this week.
But before that, we were saying if Nico would hit them. Yeah. Now we're saying if they would here's the thing. Yeah. I'm much more comfortable when he's hitting them in the hands because I know at some point they're going to start catching them. Whereas with a quarterback, if he's overthrowing them consistently, you don't know that he's going to start hitting them. Now we know that he can do it. And we kind of knew he could. He just had to get comfortable. I mean, he's a freshman, for God's sake.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true. He's a freshman. The receivers helped him the second half of that Alabama game. Our receivers.
Yes. They finally started catching the ball.
He still had to deliver.
We scored 24
the passes.
It's a little bit of execution away from being a really good offense. And I don't think it's been, I've complained a little bit about it. I don't think it's been so much scheme as it just, you gotta catch the ball. You got to get the ball there. You've got to hold on to the ball. You can't turn the ball over. You got to quit making those stupid penalties.
Just let it happen. Be the ball. Be the ball, Danny. You're not being the ball, Danny.
Well, it's kind of difficult with you talking like that.
And it's just a little bit of execution away from being an offense that's one of the best in the SEC.
Even Dylan Sampson, our best offensive player, fumbled a couple times.
Yeah.
He's, what's he had? 19 touchdowns this year?
Yeah, he's been ridiculously
broke
good.
The record, UT, 19, and we've only played, 8 games?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he's done great. He's really been the savior on offense.
Yep.
He's kept us in games.
Well, the other problem with last week too is we missed 3 field goals.
Boy, he was automatic the first 4 games of this year.
Yeah.
And now he can't hit one from 30 yards.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Well, I hope that's not getting to him mentally. I'm sure it is. But
well, he's a freshman too.
I think he went out there and kicked a long one, that first one from 50 plus, and missed it, and
got in his head.
Then he missed 2 he shouldn't have missed. But
that was the thing. But that Oklahoma game, I said, "Oh, we got a kicker."
Yeah, I've never been a kicker myself, but that type of kicking, it's a lot like the golf swing. And you guys both know from playing golf, some days it doesn't work.
No.
But I think he'll be fine. He's made a bunch of field goals.
He has.
Time will tell, but you don't want that to be a reason you lose a ball game.
There's one positive out of that I like that y'all will appreciate. It's going to probably force Heupel to go for it on 4th down a little bit more when we're down in their territory, which I prefer. He's used to doing that. He used to do it all the time when he had Hendon Hooker. Once he gets more confident in Nico and he's thinking, well, I don't want to miss the 3. Let's just go. It's 4th and 4. Let's just go for it.
Yeah.
That's a good point. That's a good point, Sports Talk, Jay. That's a good one.
That's what I do. That's what I do, Junebug. I come up with good points.
I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
Really?
Yeah, you got the good point there, actually, and I love it when he takes chances. I love it. That 4th down he took on our own 30 and gained 30 yards or something.
I still can't believe he did that. I was shocked.
I know it. I can't either.
Yeah.
That I would not have done. I can assure you I would not have done that.
Oh yeah, he was mad. He was pissed.
I think it was.
If we end up finishing this season off pretty good, you're going to look back, that Florida game was the game, because we should have lost that ball game. I'm telling you, they outplayed us.
Yeah.
Florida blew that ball game, and for us to walk out of there with a victory, that was shocking. I think they outplayed us the whole ball game.
Yeah, we can thank Billy for that.
Yeah, he managed that.
Yeah, he kind of pooped the bed there, didn't he, at the end?
They've got a good football team. They just figure out a way to lose a lot.
Billy. Whoa, Billy. This is a biggie.
They're like Auburn.
Georgia was begging them to beat them. Georgia was handing the ball game to them, and they couldn't do it.
Yeah, they couldn't close it.
Carson Beck threw 3 interceptions. I mean,
well, DJ Lagway got hurt. They lost both their starting
quarterbacks in the ball game. Yeah, who knows? Maybe they win that ball game.
They probably would have.
I think I saw a crazy stat, John. I don't know if you want to keep this in. But of the teams we play, all the games we played, they've had one opposing quarterback has finished the game. They've always had to go to another quarterback.
We're brutal on defense. We hit you, and we hit you all ball game, and we don't get tired. We bring in new guys that hit you. I mean, it's relentless for 4 quarters.
We can keep everybody fresh.
We took out Kentucky's quarterback, and that was really, it's not like he hit him in the head. It's just his chest hit his head because he tried to duck down, and the guy just ran over him.
Yeah.
That was James Pierce.
James Pierce, yeah. I mean, they're pro. We got pro defensive linemen.
He's going to be a top 10 pick for sure.
Yeah, it was Milroe was the only guy who started a game against us and finished the game.
And he didn't. I'm telling you, by the end of the game, he
was beat.
Hit him. And I think he was a little bit injured going into that game because he didn't look right.
Could have been.
Might have been.
They sure as heck didn't look good passing it. He looked
that's the worst game he's had all year.
He looked scared.
Yeah.
Maybe getting beat up all game like that.
He might have been.
Well, he'd been getting hit a lot prior to that too, because he was running the ball a lot. You remember that Georgia game? He ran a ton.
All right, folks. Wanted to do a show with my 2 brothers. I know y'all been requesting it, so there it is. And it was a lot of fun talking to them about the big game coming up 7 o'clock Saturday night. Mississippi State Bulldogs against my Tennessee Volunteers. We'll see how it goes. I'm feeling pretty good about it. And if you like this content, be sure to hit that like button. Let's be able to continue to cover all these big college sports stories. If you're not subscribed, boom, boom, boom. Right there it is. Hit that little button right there. Won't cost you a dime. Help you get my videos. Simple. And right over here is the most recent video YouTube thinks you'll enjoy based on your viewing history. We'll see you next time on Sports Talk J.